Good afternoon. It's Miss Lucia with Florida Virtual School, the lead teacher with AP Human Geography. We're just going to chat real quick about what to expect on your AP exam this May. AP scoring. AP test scores range from 5, which is the highest, to 1, which is the lowest. Depending upon your school, either 2 or 3 is the cutoff for college credit, meaning school as in your college. AP tests are graded on a curve, so there's no way to determine exactly how many points you need for a 5, 4, 3, etc. They are curved every single year. However, in general, in past years, the AP test is not as high as on a regular test. Rather than needing a 90% for a 5, you might need only a 75% or 6. You might need only a 52% to get a passing grade of 3. Your AP exam is on Friday, May 12th at 8 a.m. This is what a score report looks like. This is one of the older. Thankfully, now score reports are online at the start of July. Structure of the AP Human Geography exam. You have 75 multiple choice questions. That is half of the total score, and you will be allowed 1 hour for those 75 questions. That is less than a minute for each question. For the FRQ essays, you're going to have 3 free response questions in 1 hour 15 minutes. There is absolutely no guessing penalty on your exam, so try on all of them. Break it down, guys. So here we go. We have geography, it's nature and perspectives. That's the beginning of our course. That's the 5 to 10% on the AP exam. Population, 13 to 17%. Cultural patterns and processes, 13 to 17%. Political organization and space, 13 to 17%. Agricultural and rural land use, 13 to 17%. Industrialization, economic development, 13 to 17%, and lastly, cities and urban land use, 13 to 17%. It is just that first portion of your course, geography, its nature and perspectives, that is not worth as much. You will not have as many questions on the general topic of geography. Tip, guys, is on the announcement page of your instructor. There is a Schmoop account that FLVS actually pays for, and it'll help you discover your areas of strength and weaknesses. This helps to target your review and make it purposeful. Let's do some housekeeping here. Don't try cramming the night before. If you don't know the material, you won't learn it in a night and you will arrive exhausted. Get plenty of sleep the night before. Eat a good breakfast the morning of the exam. Protein or fiber like eggs or oatmeal. Nuts are always a great option. They are brain food. Arrive with plenty of time to spare, especially if you don't go to the school where you are testing. And wear a watch, but not a beeping watch. All right, what you cannot take to the AP exam, the no-no list. Electronic equipment, such as a beeping watch, cell phone, smartphone, tablet, computer, etc., portable listening or recording devices, MP3 players, iPods, cameras, other photographic equipment, devices that can access the internet, and any other electronic or communication devices, books, compasses, mechanical pencils, correction fluid, dictionaries, highlighters, notes, or colored pencils. Watches that have an alarm. Clothing with subject-related information. Don't get your study guide printed on a t-shirt. And also food and drink. What you need to take to the exam, however, the list, is several sharpened number 2 pencils with erasers for completing all multiple choice answer sheets. Pens with black or dark blue ink for completing areas on the exam booklet covers, and for free response questions in most exams. A watch in case the exam room does not have a clock that can be easily seen. A government issued or school issued photo ID. To ensure accurate reporting of your AP exam score, it is critical that students place the online provider code of 006 in the appropriate place on their AP exam. Please make sure for your test taking strategies to read all of the question before you look at the answers. Predict the answer. Eliminate answers you know are not correct. Usually there's going to be one or two of those. Read all the choices before choosing your answer. Don't keep on changing your answer. Usually your first choice is the right one unless you misread the question. Don't be afraid to write on the test, guys, or the booklet to keep track. Mark through the answers you know are wrong. Clearly mark when you skip a question so you can return to it quickly before the end of the test. You can write in the booklet. Absolutely. In all of the above and none of the above choices, if you are certain one of the statements is true, don't choose none of the above, or if one of the statements are false, don't choose all of the above. In a question with an all of the above choice, if you see that at least two correct statements, then all of the above is probably the answer if you see at least two correct statements. Be careful to note whether the question asks which of the following is true or which of the following is not true. The questions that ask you to choose some or all of the Roman numeral choices are often most easily answered by eliminating all the wrong answers. If time allows, review both questions and answers. It is possible you misread the questions the first time. Look for key words in questions such as except, not, or always. The wording of answers is important too. The multiple choice section tests your ability to use and think about maps, spatial data, your understanding of how the world looks from a spatial perspective, your ability to interpret patterns and processes at different scales, your understanding of regions, and finally, your ability to characterize and analyze changing interconnections among places. Should you guess? Yes, please. The AP exam works like this. Each wrong answer is worth 0 points. Each blank answer is worth 0 points. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. So please guess. It absolutely cannot hurt you.